Oh yeah, now my people, it's your guy, the Niger Englishman, and we are back for another edition of North London Rivals. Forget to smash that like button, share, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification if you want to be up to date with all the content from One Touch TV. And we got your favorite two North London rivals on your screen today. You got myself, the dark skinned man from the motherland, Mr. Niger Englishman. And we got alongside Deji Spurs in the building. How you doing, my bro?
Well, what happened to the dark-skinned man from the motherland for me? What?
You're not that. You're not that guy.
Don't try it, my brother.
You're not that
I'm
guy,
good,
bro.
I'm good, and you know what? It's good to see you. It's good to be back. It's good to be getting in the flow. One thing I like is when we are rocking our team's colours on the rival show. Yeah, I love it. I love seeing you in that dusty red shirt. It gets me in the mood. It gets me a certain way. And to be honest with you, I think you know as well that a lot of people are sleeping on Tottenham. I think you can see we're getting business done early. Popped off another big boy signing just today. And I'm not going to lie to you, boy. I'm liking the way Postacoglu's moving his clogs. I'm still not getting gassed. I'm not going to shake my bum. But Tottenham are moving in the right direction. I have to say that. And I know you man are looking over your shoulder and you man are panicking, and it's a pleasure.
Panicking about who specifically? What?
Bruv,
City,
you're panicking because the Tottenham
City,
team,
United, and Liverpool and that or something.
Well, you're panicking.
I'm guaranteeing you right now, Deji. I'm not losing any sleep on your team right now, bro.
You're
no sleep whatsoever, bro. No sleep whatsoever.
TV all lying to themselves,
bro. You're lying to yourself, and I respect it because even though you're as they say, I think TJ Warren put it perfectly. Deji forever in the mud.
I'm not.
That's literally what your club is, my guy.
I'm not.
Niger legend, Deji.
You guys know that you're all panicking right now. You guys know that they're all panicking right now. You can see the movement. You can see what Tottenham's doing in the transfer window. And let's be real.
What's Tottenham doing in the transfer window?
Can I tell you what you man are doing?
What is Tottenham doing in the transfer window?
What you man are doing right now is you're shivering me timbers. I thought he was meant to be like 90 mil. How did he go from 90 mil to like 30?
When was he 90 mil, Deji? Why are you making up figures, bro? When was he 90 mil?
No, you were talking about spending 200 mil on two players. Declan Rice.
Who said that?
Timbers.
Who said that, bro? 200 million was to spend on Caicedo and Rice, bro. Nothing to do with Timber, bro.
Okay.
Caicedo and Rice was the 200 million. I know you've been on a little bit of a break, so you're not up to date with what's going on in the world of football. I get it, bro. I get it.
So Timbers, is he coming to start or what's he coming to do?
He's coming to give.
Let's get into the show. Let's not digress. We got a structure.
No, but that's a great way to start. That's a great way to start talking about because you're shivering when you hear Timber. It makes sense to start there because that's a player that's about.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Let's kick off with Timber.
Timbers.
Let's start with the fact that Timber's already better than every one of your centre backs, and he plays right, and he's going to be playing right back. How about that? Let's start with that. Let's start with
how is he better than Romero, bro? Come on.
Bro, hey, are we still doing this Romero thing, bro? In 2023, are we still doing this Romero thing for real, bro? You can't be being serious anymore, bro. Honestly, Romero is washed,
respect
bro.
You, I respect Shah Moomin, I respect Tunnel TV. Why not Spursy? You men are supposed to be people of knowledge, people that follow your clubs, and you're gonna come out here in that dusty top and tell me that Shiver Me Timbers is going to be one of the best centre backs in the league. Shut your mouth.
No, bro. This is what you always do, Deji. You know they listen. You just they analyze and dissect things your own way. I said he's already better than every one of Tottenham's centre backs.
He's not better than Romero, bro.
Big up Tunnel TV.
He's not better than the centre backs
in the building. But you've not brought him in. He might. Well, look, we'll get to the Tottenham part because wait. First of all, we'll get to the Tottenham part. Deji. Is that what we're doing?
Right.
Is that what we're doing? Because you just mentioned a player that you've not even bid for,
Okay.
and you're asking me, if Timber's over the line.
All right,
that's
look,
what we're
that
doing.
was a warm up to the Tonight Show.
All right,
let's get into it now. In terms of transfers, there's been a lot of movement between the two clubs in the last couple of weeks. So, where do you want to start?
Well, as we gave Spurs the chance to start last week, it's only right. Arsenal start this week. So
you start this week. You start. Tell us the latest of what's going on with your Dusty club, and then I will give my feedback into what I'm seeing.
Do you know what? I'll close with that one actually. But what I was saying, coming out of my incredible club, who finished as a runner-up to the treble winners, Manchester City. The business we're talking about is exciting. I mean, we've already spent 200 million. I don't think Spurs have ever had a window like that.
You spent 200 million on who?
Wait. We spent 200 million on Declan Rice.
Yeah.
Better than every one of your midfielders.
Is that 100%?
Wait, can I? Deji, are we still doing this? We're doing this now.
Is it 100%?
Yes, it's 100%. Okay, we're just waiting for the announcement video now. Same thing with Timber.
But it's fair to say he's on his way, but it hasn't been confirmed yet.
No, it's been confirmed. It's not been confirmed to you lot, the public, but it's been confirmed, bro. Okay. It's the same way as you remember the whole Jesus saga last season, where we saw his video being recorded a week before it was actually released. One thing that Arsenal are terrible at is paperwork and all that sort of stuff and doing these videos. So they always take too long. I mean, I'm even surprised that we've got this amount of business done at this part of the window in back-to-back seasons. That already shows that we're moving in the right direction. Timber is an exciting prospect. Declan Rice is not even hit the peak of his career, but he's sky high, bro. You even know you're
Oh, I love that. Ben. I love that.
Who did that? Who did that?
It just locked off itself. And let me tell you why it locked off. Because the powers that be knew you were chatting hella garbage and you got cut out in the middle of your flow. Can someone get the receipt of that? Because that's got to be the funniest thing I've seen on stream. My man is about to lay out some rubbish and he gets cut out by YouTube. That's funny.
Deji, Sen Coco has a question for you. Deji, did you not learn anything from last season? Clearly not. His chest is still out. His chest is still hanging out for no reason. Anyway, we're not at the Tottenham part yet, so let's keep dissecting what Arsenal are doing because I won't lie to you. There's one thing that does worry me about the rumors regarding my club, and that one thing is Partey. The Partey rumors are starting to heat up. It looks like he's leaving. I think it's due to the personal issues that he's had in England. The reason why he's trying to step out. But for me, Deji, I'm not going to lie to you. If we don't replace him with the likes of Tchouaméni or a Caicedo, then I'll be honest, we're starting the season weaker than we started last season. Yeah. That would be a massive backward step. So Arsenal would either have to sign 2 midfielders in response to Partey in terms of like maybe a Lavia and Zubimendi from Spain, or a Tchouaméni or a Caicedo. If he can do that, I don't mind. I really don't mind. But my club are moving like a big club, bro. We put 105 million down on a player. Do I agree that he's worth that amount? Hell no. I don't believe any player is worth that amount, especially an English player. But that's the going rate right now. And if you really want to go for a player, you pay the going rate. And in previous seasons, Deji, and I'm sure you've been someone that's watched it, you've seen my club pull out of situations like this when it gets a little bit technical, figures start to increase, millions start to rise, my team start to shake. But my owners, they get money. Now we win NFL, they win NBA, they win NHL. I think lacrosse or whatever he has a team. I don't know. Stan has said his son, said, son, you're the heir to the Kroenke throne. This Arsenal project is your baby. Show me that you can come and take over this thing by making this club as successful as I've made the other clubs. So he's all in. He's backing it. He's in a situation where he's committed to the Arsenal project, and we're heading in the right direction. And a player that we've been linked to, since we're talking about transfers, is Teremi. I don't know if you heard of him. He played in the World Cup for Iran.
For who?
I think it was Iran. Comment section. Let me know who was in England. Who was in England's group? Who was in England's group in the World Cup?
I've definitely not heard of him. For real.
Oh, you haven't? Anyway, Tuesday, you're not that up to date with football outside Spurs, so it makes sense. Big up Jamza highlights.
When we played Iran, how much did we spank Iran?
I don't know, but the only goal Iran scored, he was the one that scored it. And his only goal they scored in that game, it was him.
So what were you? What were you trying to?
Was that what?
What the only Iranian goal scorer is what we should be shaking our bum about?
Bruv, who's shaking up? This is a transfer show, no? Who's shaking my bum? I'm giving you information. That's all I'm doing, Deji. You're jumping the gun as per usual. As Senkoko asked you, you've clearly not learned from your mistakes last season. Teremi, do you know what he scored 31 goals and 11 assists that past season. He's 30 years old, target man.
He's 30.
30 years old. 30 years old. Target man, strong, experience in the European leagues. As you know what? Last 20 minutes off the bench, give us something different, whip some crosses in, give us a bit of more of a plan B. Do you know what? I'm not completely against it, bro. And you know what? I don't mind that you're laughing because you don't even know the player. So all this laughter is just premature. You're just laughing at someone's age. Harry Kane is what, 30 years old with 0 trophies?
29.
He's about to 20 what?
29.
29. So he's about to be 30, yeah? Is that something to laugh about?
All right, let's come.
Is that something to laugh about? Okay, so you're not laughing about 30-year-old strikers anymore.
You're updating us about your transfers. I'm finding it quite entertaining, that's all.
Yeah, but what you should do is you need to do some research on players so you know the players I'm talking about. Did you get me? So you can give proper.
You've given me some real credible information. He scored the only goal.
31 goals in Porto last season.
He scored the only goal for Iran in the World Cup. I know
in the goal against in the game against England. I don't know how many goals they scored in the whole World Cup, but in the game against England,
I like him. But whether he's gonna do bits in the Premier League, remember there is a big gulf between the Portuguese league and the Prem. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? There's a big gulf. So
for sure,
just like because for me, let's just be real. He's no Nunes. He's no Nunes.
Bro, Deji, you don't even know who he is, bro.
Listen, I know who he is.
You don't even know who he is. How are you talking about?
No, listen. I know who he is.
He's sick, bro.
Before the goal, I don't know if it was against Spain. He was in the box and he banged it in. I know the guy you're chatting about, so don't get it twisted. He's but we got to remember he's no Nunes. Look at what Nunes was doing in the Portuguese league. Look what happened when he came into the Prem. He really couldn't do it. Now, look, Senkoko picked up on the fact that I had to get a pen out because one of the things that I've noticed is that you chat some garbage. And rather than letting them things run and then it's on the show and people like Deji, how comes you didn't pick up my man? I was taking some notes. So you said the first thing of Arsenal always pulling out like bareback because that's what you guys do. You always pull out, yeah, when you want to go for the thing.
Till now.
And
till now, Deji.
You're saying because you've gone for Declan Rice. It shows maybe a shift in mentality. I'm not so sure. It's good that you're willing to spend 105 mil, but let's be real. You're the same club that was willing to spend 350 grand a week on Ozil, who was sitting on the bench. You spent 350 grand a week on Aubameyang sitting on the bench. So in terms of your history and spending money, can Arsenal be trusted? When you spend big boy P, it doesn't normally end well for Arsenal. I'm just saying. And
Deji, and
or in terms of expenditure.
And Deji, you guys, all the viewers know Deji is a politician / lawyer. So hold on. I'll let you land. He strategically ignored the fact I'm talking about transfer fees. He went straight. No. He went straight to wages. He went straight to wages. Dissect the transfer fees, bro. And do you know what? I think we need someone with
before you bring my man in, let me just make my last point. My last point.
Go on.
Now, the way you drop the Partey thing, you know, it looks like Partey's going, so you're going to need 2 midfielders. First and foremost, I totally agree. But I don't feel sorry for you, and I don't feel sorry for Partey. You see, when you party hard, like the way your bedroom did, that's what happens. Yeah? That's what happens. So in my answer to Partey, good riddance. Yeah? You were partying hard, you were eating all that fufu and drinking that orange Fanta. That's exactly what happens when you get...
And you were scoring screamers against Spurs, locking up their midfield. You were scoring screamers against Spurs, locking up their midfield, making Højbjerg look as bang average as he truly is, which is why he's getting shipped off by Ange or whatever your new manager's name is. But guys, before we continue, first of all, I've got to bring in a neutral to help this madness. He's been on the show before. He's not been on the show for like a year now. He went missing. He said, oh, yeah, I'm not one of those guys that go missing, but he went missing. That's exactly what he did. But he's back with full effect. He came with the energy last time, so I know he's going to come with the energy this time. He has some wild takes. I hope he's learned from those mistakes last time too, but we go see. Welcome to the show. Man like Torch in the building. How you doing, my bro?
No, you do make me laugh still. You do put a smile on my face, my nigga. How are you? How are you both?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm good, man. I can't complain, man. Europa League football, but we'll take it.
So I was gonna introduce you to it is better than that, and ain't that right, Deji?
What's that? No,
Deji, we just asked you a question and you went silent, bro.
You know what it is? I went silent.
Torch, I like we asked him a question, he went silent and looked down.
You know me well enough to know, and my bedroom Sean knows this as well. I don't like pretenders, bro. Don't be coming on here trying to pretend like the Europa League, the third league that West Ham won is something. It's rubbish. Let me tell you, it's so poor that even West Ham have forgotten about the trophy. I got bare West Ham friends as Deji. They're not even thinking about that. That's the trophy.
Deji, I'm telling you one thing from now, quickly, just chime in the net. Liverpool won the Carabao Cup 2 years ago, bro. I haven't forgot about it. The reason why you're saying that is because you haven't won a trophy.
Bro,
so
you're
assuming
it's
not a big one. You don't forget them things.
You're lying.
You don't forget them things, bro. They live with you forever.
Brother, Deji's doing knee slides in his room, doing the Klinsmann if Spurs win the Carabao Cup. Bro. He's doing the Klinsmann in his front room, bro. On carpet. Not even wood, on carpet.
What you just said, outside Anfield, what you just said, and look, it's been a time, so welcome. And look, forgive me for what I'm about to do. Bro, that's like me and you down in Manhattan, Times Square. You see a ting, she's nice. I say, bro, move to her. You move to her, she's not on it. You go, what? She's ugly anyway. Shut up, bro. You're chatting rubbish.
That's Deji, look. Torch. I'm as confused as you are. So I think we need to help him out. Bring him some support, some backup. You get me? Because he's just waffling right about now. Bring in man like Sean and the boy. Sean, come and talk like your boy, bro. Talk to your boy. Sean.
What? No,
Sean. I mean, how are you, first of all? How are you? Welcome back to One Touch TV, by the way. Big up, bro. How you doing?
I missed it. I've missed being around these here parts. It's nice to see you guys. How's everyone doing?
Good, man. Really, really good. Obviously, Deji's up to his old tricks, as you've heard backstage. So we haven't quite got to the Tottenham segment, but I'm going to get into some of the comments real quick, and then I'm going to ask you, Torch and Sean, your thoughts on some of the players that Arsenal have been linked with, and maybe some of the players that they've signed. So big up.
I wouldn't take any of
bro, we're not asking you, bro. I'm asking our guests, okay? Who will finish high in the league this season, Timber or Romero? Interesting one.
That's a dumb question.
Why? Because it's like so obvious it's going to be Timber. I get it.
Well, are we doing Wimbledon?
What are you talking about, bro?
Yeah, bro,
can we stay on topic? Can we stay on topic?
No,
All right. I said, shiver me timbers. Please don't come with that dead World Cup winner talk.
He is a World Cup winner. It's a fact. Romero
who's
is
the World Cup winner?
He's talking about Romero. Romero is a
Delusion
World Cup
is an understatement. Deji, do you need help, bro? Bro, I gave him a big hug when I saw him in London, man, because I know he's been through a lot supporting Spurs all his life, man. He's my guy, man. Big up, Deji.
That new home kit.
What, you come London?
Does look good on you, Deji. It looks good on you.
Yeah, I came. Bro, don't act like you care about me, Torch. Hey, Torch.
That's mad.
Torch.
That's mad.
Hey, Torch. If I bust a screenshot right now of our conversations, it's not gonna go well for you, bro. So don't act like you care now when you've been boycotting. Yeah, you come off camera when you've been boycotting the channel for a year. Do you get what I'm saying?
I'm boycotting my own channel. It's not a personal thing.
Okay, fair enough. All right, that hit, man. He's mocking. Big up Ange at the wheel. That's one of you Spurs supporters there. We'll get into that in a bit. Mammoth 1, Trophy 2. Oh, lacrosse. Yeah, lacrosse. That was the one. We are getting because Caicedo, Chelsea, so in your dreams. Arsenal will, LOL, Niger. I'd love if we got Caicedo, but I don't think we're willing to spend the money that Brighton are asking for right now. But obviously,
more money on a lesser player. So, you know, you spent more money on a lesser player.
Yeah, but English tax is how it goes, isn't it? It's how it goes like that.
Are you short on home? Are you short on homegrown? Are you?
No, we're not short on homegrown, but English tax. You know what English? Okay, you can't compete with the likes of those type of fees for players. I understand. So it's an alien world for you.
I don't know how you can. Your revenue numbers are like 20% lower than us. I don't know how you're going out dropping two player signings that would immediately trump
because our owners are not stingy. They're starting to release the chest.
You can't just come in and go, even if you had a generous owner, you can't just come in and go, is 300 million. Like, you have to make the books work. You know,
I hear you, but the fact that we're spending it shows that we're doing it the right way. All right, let's get it right. You know, we're a classy club, and we don't make them type of mistakes when it comes to the pennies. You get me? But first of all, Torch.
You make mistakes, but go on.
Torch,
I'm just gonna ask you.
Not them type of mistakes, but Torch. Obviously, we brought in Declan Rice. What do you think that brings to our team?
Bruv, all right, cool, man. I'll be real, innit, yeah? If I'm going to talk tactical, yeah, let me break it down for you, innit? What Declan Rice's biggest problem is, like, that I've seen at West Ham, and whether or not, I don't know if he's going to have the same problem at Arsenal, innit? When West Ham are getting bombarded, yeah, and they finally get the ball and their centre-backs have it, and he's being pressed, this guy does not make no angle for the ball. If Declan Rice if there's 2 or 3, he won't want to receive it, yeah? See, when you don't come against the top teams, he has to be that brave. He has to. Whether or not he has that in the locker, I don't know, innit? Everything else for Declan Rice, he's a top quality player. His passing range, I don't know if he's got that switch like that Trent does or Thiago per se. But I don't know if West Ham really
any excuse to throw Liverpool players, yeah.
But he's a good CDM, innit? Is he top 5 in the Premier League? I don't know, but he's top
5. You're questioning if he's top 5 in the Prem.
Because
who's your top 5 DMs then?
Bro, why are you interrupting him? Let him finish.
Sorry.
No, like if you ask me, like just saying one off the cuff, and people won't agree, but if you ask me who's been the better DM over the last 3 or 4 years, I would say Fabinho. I'd say last year he had a bad season, terrible. But over the last 3 or 4 years, there's no way you're telling me Declan Rice has been a better DM in the Premier League.
And Torch, why have you become a politician since we last spoke, bro? Why?
Bro,
why have you become a politician? Even Sean even clocked it. I saw him like change his facial expression. He clocked what you did there. You did what all Liverpool fans are trying to do. You're trying to delete last season. I get it. So instead of saying last year, you say in the last 3 or 4 years, because obviously you had a good period in those last 3 or 4 years. I did talk of now, right here, right now. Top 5 DMs in the Premier League. Is Declan Rice on that list?
In my opinion, I don't think so. Honestly, I don't think so.
Who's your top 5 then? Let's go through it.
My top 5. Rodri's in no particular order. No order. Rodri's in there.
Yeah.
Fabinho's definitely in there.
Hey, Torch. I'm not going to let you back in if you say that guy's name again, you know.
All
Torch. Fabinho's in the top 5 DMs, bro.
A guy that's won the Premier League and Champions League and every single thing.
Bro, I'm not talking about 3 years ago. I'm talking about in the last 12 months, bro.
All right. So we're basing it just on the last 12 months. The Declan Rice is in there. But if we're basing it off consistency, the last 3-4 years, which is what we should be basing it on, I don't think he's in that list. I think he's just outside of it, in my opinion.
Right.
But I like him. I know that's not what you wanted to hear. I like him though. I just don't know if he's got that. When Man City are pressing 3-4 players, has he got to get on the ball and then turn and then just give it to someone better? Has he got that? I don't know.
Torch, did you just give me the yeah? You know them lines where girls say, "Oh, you're an incredible person. You got such a great personality, but I just want to be friends." That's what you just told me when you just analyzed Declan Rice, bro. Why are you doing him like that?
He's friendly, but is he gonna really? I don't know.
I have to agree with my brother, you know.
Bro, it's not your time. It's not your segment, bro.
Yeah,
go on. Go on. You could digest what you heard him say.
I think for me, I can, on the surface, and I want you to picture an iceberg.
That's MUFC.
I can see why you might be shaking your bum for Declan Rice. But when we really break it down behind the scenes, I'm not so sure, first and foremost, whether Declan Rice can handle being at a bigger club. How many times have we seen players move into the top 6? You think they're going to do something and then they struggle. West Ham and Arsenal is like night and day. Let's just be honest in terms of the expectation. West Ham are not expected to win something. Arsenal are expected to win week in, week out. What's that?
The football, bro. Like Arsenal play high possession football. West Ham's hang on for dear life.
Exactly.
Declan Rice is not used to playing high possession football. He is not a technical masterpiece. Like it's a massive risk for 105 bar. I don't know. I'm with Deji on this one. I think that Declan Rice might be a little bit exposed.
Like he's never.
I think he's going to be more than a little bit exposed.
He's going to flop, but is he really? This is what Declan has to do. Let's just lay it out on the table. He's got to bring Arsenal to the Premier League, for 105 million. He has to. There's no beating around the bush. He's got to get you at the Prem. Is Declan Rice going to do that? I don't think so.
But you got to understand. Remember, he was a big fish in a small pond. A little bit like how Zaha is at Crystal Palace. Remember when Zaha went to Man United, amongst other big boy players? He couldn't hack it. He had to go home.
Nah, Ferguson left. That's why he messed up, bro. Moyes didn't know what to do with it.
I can see Declan, with the way Arsenal move the ball, the fluency, he's not used to that. Remember, he's used to survival football. I can see him at times standing in the middle of the park, just literally itching his bum on camera. And for me, no, legitly, and you could find that Declan Rice is lost in space in the middle of the park. So for me, I agree with Sean. I agree with my brother right here. Let's not be shaking so soon. We've seen other players, bigger players, suffer for.
And you know what?
Who did the ball go through the most in the Arsenal team when you was creating your attacks from defense to attack? Who did the ball go through most?
Partey.
So that's going to be Declan's job.
Potentially.
Yeah, you fucked up. What's going to happen is halfway through the season or a quarter way, he's going to sub for Jorginho, who's less defensively astute but better on the ball, and then give him some. Or he might start with him just to let Declan.
Bro, you also told me Fabinho's top 5 DMs in the league, so I'm not.
I think the Spurs fans will agree with that though.
Okay, look, this reminds me of a previous situation. A player going from a lesser club to a bigger club and flourishing. This guy ended up even winning it all, the player I'm about to give an example of. His name was Michael Carrick. Went from a small club like Spurs to a big club like Manchester United and ended up with, even though he's not used to playing with quality players and quality football, he slid straight into that Manchester United squad and he won it all. He won it all. He was a big fish in a small Spurs pond. He went to be a small fish in a big Man United pond and won it all. So I hear what you're saying. There's players that have not been able to make the change, but there's been players that have upgraded. For example, Dwight York from Aston Villa to Manchester United ended up winning the treble in his first year.
It's not just the leap in quality; it's the pivot in strategy. It's there's so much.
Also, Aston Villa played the same football to Man U.
Tell me when Declan Rice played in a game for West Ham where West Ham had 75% possession.
I can give you a game he played for England.
He hasn't played in the same role for England.
Don't do that, man. Come on.
Wait, hold on. So you lot know. So wait, hold on. I don't know. So you lot know how Arteta's playing Declan Rice this season. You lot know.
No, come on. For me,
no, but I'm asking you because you lot seem to know. I've not. Deji told me that we've not even signed him yet, but yet you lot know how we're going to use him, and you're so convinced he can play as the 6 and he can play as the 8. He can play as a 6 and he can play as an 8. Whether it's box to box.
You yourself, we were on Never a Foul, and I pointed out that there is no way in all feasibility that Arsenal's midfield is as strong this season as it was last season if Partey and Xhaka leave and you've got to find a partner to go with Declan Rice. And you went 100%, Sean, it's a massive risk.
You're spot on. You're spot on. I don't want to lose both I don't want to lose Partey and Xhaka.
So all that additional pressure, and he's going to have a playing partner that's not as good. And Arsenal's strength last season was based around their midfield.
Look, I won't lie to you, Sean. If we sell Partey this summer, I'm extremely worried. I've told just before you came on the show, I'm extremely worried. If our midfield is Partey, Rice, and Odegaard, the rest of the league should be worried. If I'm honest, because first of all, Partey continues doing his job as the DM, collecting the ball that you guys were debating about just now, and Declan Rice goes box to box. And I want to address Torch specifically because I remember last time we were on the show talking about Declan Rice. Me and you had discussed how good Rice is on the ball. When he drives forward, you're like, he doesn't lose the ball, just like I said it. So for you to come with all this negativity with my man, I'm shocked.
No. I'm talking about his distribution on the ball. I never said he couldn't drive the ball, but I'm talking about his distribution on the ball, bro.
So it depends how Arsenal are going to use him then, right?
Yeah, cool. I can't lie to you. If he plays number 8, he could be potentially dangerous. But I know he's not going to play number 8 because.
How do you know? Did you speak to the boss? You spoke to Arteta. Did you speak to Arteta?
For 105 million, you have to be sure.
I know Trent will play midfield like that.
105 million pounds, and there's that many question marks.
Who's got the questions? It's you, right? I'm good. I ain't got no questions. A 6 or an 8. I'm only worried. No, Deji, wait, before you cut land, I'm only worried if we sell Partey. If we don't sell Partey, I'm 100% confident going into this season.
We know he's gone.
But
who's the we, bro? Where's he gone to, Deji?
We know he's one good season at Arsenal. I had to say it. You know, only the year before last year, he walked off the pitch against Tottenham for a counter-attack, bro, at the Emirates. Like, Partey's had one good season at Arsenal.
Torch, I understand you're living in the past 2-3 years ago. I get it. But as of now, bro, I don't care how many. All I care is about.
No, you have to. Because that's critical. Two. That's a lie. Don't lie. Don't lie.
Bro, what do you mean? But I told you, bro. Two seasons, back-to-back good seasons for Arsenal. Back-to-back. Facts. Big up. No, but in terms of Partey, yeah, I don't know why people was calling him the best DM in the world. Not me. I wasn't saying that. I wasn't saying that. I wasn't saying it. Well, for you can't, like, he's a quality player. So no matter what you say, whether it's been 1 year or 2 years or 4 years, he's still on current form. He had a better season than your man Fabinho that you wanted to put in the top 5 DMs.
No, but that's so in his best season at Arsenal, he's won nothing. In Fabinho's best seasons, he's won Premier League Champions. You can't compare it, bro.
I just wanna, because part of the reason
that's wrong what you did there, Touch. That's wrong what you did there.
For us to look at the Arsenal transfer window so far. I'm not being funny. Let's just break it down, because the way that Nigel's kind of pumping his chest, let's just break down what Arsenal.
But why are you always telling me I'm pumping my chest? My chest is calm. It's not out yet. If we get a Caicedo or Teremi, then at my chest, I'm doing this show topless, bro. I'm doing this show topless.
Neither of those two.
By Sean's reaction, what we think, and my brother's reaction, Torch, about Arsenal's transfer window so far. So the first person they brought in was Kai Havertz. Okay, so let's not forget this.
Mm-hmm.
£75 million. Kai Havertz.
65. Stop adding 10 million on it. Don't do that. 65.
There's add-ons.
Then they brought in Shiver Me Timbers.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, you're the only one laughing about that, Deji. You're the only one that's uneducated about
It's
football.
not a laughable joke, but it's good.
But finally,
he was a good player.
they brought in Declan Rice. Now remember, this is a club that finished second and is now telling us that they are now wanting to mount a serious title challenge. Now I ask you now, Niger, based on the 3 players you brought in so far, do you honestly think that Arsenal will be going toe-to-toe with Man City next season?
Yes.
That's how I know you.
Bruv, you asked me a question. I gave you an answer. You don't like the answer that you're saying.
Right,
that's how I know, bro.
I'm going to ask Torch and I'm going to ask Sean.
No problem.
From the outside, do you think that Arsenal are a team that we all got to sit up now and start taking seriously?
What do you mean You've been doing that last season, you clown.
I need to know. Torch.
But Leicester had a good year a couple of years back, didn't they?
And then
What's their history look like?
All right, guys. Sean,
I think that Arsenal could drop away this year. I think there's a little bit too much pressure. The expectation levels are back on. I don't think if you do lose Partey, I don't think there's a way that you can recreate that midfield, even with Declan Rice. You ain't signing Tchouaméni, and you are not signing Caicedo. I don't see that midfield being anywhere near as good as it was last season. And that last season's midfield was the reason why you had the success that you did.
Okay, but Sean, Deji's asking you about the current situation. Yeah, the current situation, Partey is there.
Okay,
Partey is currently at my club. So as of that, answer his question.
As of right now, your squad looks about. I'm indifferent on it. I don't think Kai Havertz.
You're such a liar. Sean, stop lying.
I'm not lying. I don't understand the Kai Havertz thing. I know there's a lot of people out there that maybe share my opinion that don't get it, and then maybe there's people out there that watch him close.
Don't get it.
I'm one of them that don't get it.
No, Nigel, man, I can't lie. I won't be a joke, man. For what you said, your squad right now, it's calm. With Partey right now, it's a banging squad. I'm not on a dickhead thing. I don't really like Kai Havertz. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know, I did like Kai Havertz when he was at Bayer Leverkusen, and at the time, I never said it on no podcast, but in my head I was like, bro, get him in now. False 9. That's the Firmino replacement. Why are Chelsea getting him? Never happened. Chelsea got him.
Sean's got fans in that.
I'm looking at it now for Arsenal. I don't know, man. Number 8, he can do something. Him on one side, Declan on the other. Is that gonna happen? Probably not.
All I've understood about the Partey thing is it's 70-30 right now.
We're talking about
that he stays or that he goes.
If you do sign Caicedo or Chip, none of those things are happening. So the squad as it is about as strong as it was last season.
I agree.
As it is stronger.
All right. Fine. It might
as
be
it is. By the end of this month, it could be different because we could have lost Tierney, Partey by then, and it could be a different situation. But as of now, I'm confident that we're the closest to City challenging for this title right now.
No, you're not.
We are. Hey, are you gonna come with that? Hey, this ain't about Klopp and Liverpool, so we're not gonna go into that on this show. We'll go on it next time you're on the show. We'll discuss that.
That's fine, bro. I'm gonna leave it. I know you're not in it. Done.
So who is it?
It's us.
You, man.
We don't want to talk about it, so we'll leave it there.
Cool. You're right. We'll give a whole show for that one. Don't worry. Just before the season starts.
I'm ready when you are.
Who does Kai Havertz replace in your team? Where does he come into your team?
This is me thinking. I don't know what Arteta's plan with him because I was confused about the whole links. I thought it was a joke. Like, remember when you should look at the gossip column and see stupid rumors on there? I thought it was one of them, but we ended up freaking signing the guy. I don't see it. I'm not going to be one of them Arsenal fans that say, "Oh, I've been dissing him for 2 years at Chelsea." I'm not going to be like, "Oh, do you know what? I see what Arteta's trying to do there." I'm not shameless like that. I don't see it. But if I have to take my mind to where potentially I think he could, I hope it's this. I hope he's back up for Odegaard and Jesus as a 9. That's what I hope.
£70 million for a bench warmer. That's like Richarlison. Yeah. This has got Richarlison stink all over it, mate. No, I don't get it.
Bro. It need that.
I still think Richarlison will come good this season, though. I'm not going to lie.
Bro, look, you guys keep telling us that that all the press keeps saying they want us to compete with City, right? If we're going to compete with City, then we got to do City stuff. City's got 65 million players on the bench.
I don't know.
City's got 65 million players on the bench, players on the bench, and
it's true.
I don't know if they would buy.
Could have spent that far better. Could have spent that 60 million, whatever it is, 70 million, far better. Just like Tottenham could have done.
To be honest, I agree with Sean. Torch, I hear what you're saying, but when you really break it down and take a step back, the Arsenal squad is probably in the same position as it was last season. I don't really, because really, for me, on a level, bro. Let me be real. Why?
Go on.
For me, rather than bringing in a Declan Rice or even a Kai Havertz, I think Arsenal needed a genuine number 9 who's going to get them 20 plus goals. I agree. Jesus has never been the guy. He proved it last season. He's not that guy. And if Arsenal want to get it over the line, you need 20 plus goal scorer. Arsenal don't have one.
But
Zinchenko.
But quickly, we can't hide from the fact that he did say right now, Arsenal squad right now, and even as a Liverpool fan, right now their squad finished second last season. They've only let go. Who's the one player that they've sold right now? Xhaka. They basically added Rice, Timber, and Havertz to it, bro. Right now, their squad is stronger than last season. I'm not saying
who's left their squad. Who's left their squad already?
Just Xhaka.
I said this, and I'm standing.
Yeah, you're right. It is stronger technically. Timber's a good player, but I don't think Kai Havertz improves them. I think he's. Listen, I could be wrong.
Does Timber start ahead of Ben White?
But I agree with you, Sean.
Yeah,
even
Timber's a really good player.
No, does he start ahead of Ben White though? He's not.
Who?
He's not going to start ahead of Ben White.
Yeah, he does.
He's not, bro. Trust me, he's not starting ahead of Ben White. So for me, you've still got Ben White starting at right back. You've got Zinchenko or Tierney. Come on, bro.
So the starting 11's the same, just Xhaka's currently being replaced by Declan Rice.
That's it. So it's the same.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
And we had average players outperform. Just saying. Ben White really outdid himself last season. So did Xhaka. Is Declan Rice in his first season at Arsenal going to have the same outputs as Xhaka had in his last season and best season at Arsenal? That's an unknown. Just saying.
That's the thing though, because Declan Rice could play that Xhaka role. If he does play that Xhaka role, yeah, you're looking at it and you're saying, bro, he is a kid unleashed, isn't it? And he's going to go there and do his thing. But he's not going to play that role. It's going to be a 6 thing. And I really do think as a 6, he may struggle. I could be wrong, innit? He could be a better passer of the ball than I think he is. I haven't seen that side of him, so I can't say he is.
Yeah.
That's a fair point.
God, just quickly, someone in the comments there asking me to have a bet with him, Shah. Mate, the reason I mentioned Richarlison's name is because I think that he is an awful player. I would never bet on Richarlison scoring goals. I actually counterintuitively, I had a bet last season with another Tottenham fan that he'd score less than 6 goals, and clearly I won it. I'm saying that Richarlison's a terrible player, and I think Kai Havertz, as a signing for the value relative to what you get, I think it's similar to Richarlison. Don't understand either of those transfers and how they justify the value.
But I think maybe under this system, it might work for him. But look, I think this is a good point to move on to the Tottenham transfers so far this season and with what we're potentially bringing in. Now, I know, let's just take a step back. I'm not going to lie to you. Postecoglou, I've been underwhelmed by him as a manager based on what he's done. Because for me, winning the J League, the Scottish League, and the Australian League don't mean nothing. Do you get what I'm saying? In my personal opinion. However, he's a nice bloke and he speaks well and he comes with a little bit of authority.
He's a nice bloke.
He comes with that kind of father figure type thing. But I'm not getting gassed by it. I'm not shaking my bum by any stretch. However, Sean, I think it's fair to say he has done some shrewd business. I'm not trying to be biased here, but when you look at what Tottenham is doing at the moment, it looks like he's fully focused on dealing with what us Spurs fans have been calling out as being the problem for the last 3 or 4 years. Sean, I want you to hear it, Torch. I want to get your opinion before we get Niger, who's going to take us left. You know what I mean?
Talk me through all the players you signed. The players we've signed, we've got James Maddison,
We've signed Manor Solomon. James Maddison cost about 40 million. Manor Solomon we got on a free transfer from Shakhtar Donetsk. And we've got Deji, like Kulusevski's become permanent, but we don't really count him. Pedro Porro's become permanent, but we don't really count him. And then we signed Guillermo Vicario, the Empoli goalkeeper, to replace Hugo Lloris.
All right, cool. I don't think Hugo was as bad as some Tottenham fans want to make it out.
He was horrible. He was rubbish.
No, honestly, in my opinion, as bad as some Tottenham fans make it out, but an upgrade on him is always welcome, so I'll give you that. James Maddison, I've been a massive fan of his. I'm not even gonna deny it. Some people question his work rate. I don't question his work rate. He's a magnificent football player. If James Maddison's asked to press, he will press.
I think James Maddison's going to be a wonderful player, but for me, all of it counts for nothing if we don't get the centre-back situation sorted.
You lot have had that problem since Liverpool had that problem, and we saw it with Van Dijk, and you lot tried to sort it with Romero, but it's almost like when we got Lovren, he's not really up to it.
We're trying to sign Edmund Tapsoba and Mickey van der Ven. Tapsoba from Leverkusen, van der Ven from Wolfsburg. I think we're going to get both of them done. If we get one of them done, it's still a massive improvement. If we don't get either of them done, because Daniel Levy's messing around with... He's got an issue, I think, Levy. He always overvalues his own assets and undervalues everybody else's. Yeah. But if we don't improve on the defence, then we'll, pivoting from the pragmatic football to the progressive style, the front foot stuff, and going to a high line with the current defence we've got, there's going to be so much disruption and unfamiliarity with the system that I think, regardless of how many good signings we get, we're going to struggle. We're going to have a volatile opening couple of months to the season. So I'm prepared for... Yeah, I'm prepared for a little bit of like some good and bad.
I think struggle to finish top 7 if Eric Dyer starts consistently. He'll have 2 or 3 games, and then before you know it, you'll start drawing games, and you'll start dropping points. He'll start having shit. So Eric Dyer,
I don't want him anywhere near Eric Dyer. I don't want anywhere near the team. I
don't
want
captain, man. Fuck it.
You've got Ben Davies still in and around the team.
Ben Davies, Eric Dyer needs to go. Sanchez needs to go.
And you have the audacity to talk about next teams when you lot got trash at your club.
Ryan Sessegnon needs to go. There's a whole...
Wait, sorry. Are you saying, Nigel, that we can't have an opinion on other people's players, other teams? Because...
No, I'm just saying you lot have got trash at your club, and the way you're talking about my players is just wild, bro. Hold on. No, because I missed a lot. So, Torch, you correct me if I'm wrong, because I there was some connection issues, so I didn't hear it all.
Why don't you come to me?
Bro, because I want to address Torch, bro. Right, I've had enough of your nonsense, innit? Right. So, Torch, correct me if I'm wrong. Did Deji or did he not? When you asking him about his manager, his responses were he's a nice bloke and he's a father figure. Is that really what happened?
I'll be honest with you, bro. I didn't even ask him. He just said that for his own close comfort. You know them way there. You know when you ask them or something, and they just let you know because they feel.
Yeah. Volunteer relevant information. Them ones there.
I've never heard of that, but I like that a lot.
I said nice bloke and father figure, bro. When have you ever heard of a manager described like that?
I started screaming. I didn't even ask about the manager.
I'm not telling you that I'm not shaking my bum for him though.
Them guys that say they got a new girlfriend, like, yeah, she's live though. She's got big breasts. I'm like, bro, we're not asking what's going on. We're not asking what she looks like, bro.
She's a proper nice human, though. You know what? She's a nice human.
She's a proper nice human. Oh, she's a motherly figure. Is that what you say?
Yeah, she's like,
she's a 4 if you're describing her as a nice human being.
Can I just add to?
You're killing me, bro.
Oh,
if we get Van der Ven and we get that fella from Leverkusen, I think you lot need to just wake up. I think Tottenham have a serious team because I think potentially Basuma, Bentancur, Maddison, midfield 3, I think is up there in the top 4.
Oh my God! I Deji, please, bro.
Hey, Torch. Last week he told me Tottenham have the best midfield in the league, Bar City, best midfield in the league. Midfield 3 is the best Bar City, bro. That's what he said.
Who's better?
Midfield 3.
Thiago.
I'm saying
Basuma, Bentancur, and Maddison. Smash the like button for Deji, my people. Smash the like button.
You know you can see it.
Wait, I swear Basuma didn't play the whole of last season.
No, brother, I don't know which Basuma he's referring to, bro.
Think Basuma when he was at Brighton.
But when I was saying this about Fabinho, niggas weren't hearing it.
Bro. I was hearing it.
Nah, you weren't, Deji. You were quiet through that whole segment, bro.
You were silent.
You were quiet through that whole segment, bro.
Man said I was backing it. I was a liar.
But I just want to say this.
I lie. Sean is flabbergasted. You're right, Sean.
Come on. Look, it's a marked improvement. A marked improvement on what we had. But Chelsea's midfield three. Chelsea could put out 2 midfield threes that are better than that. Newcastle's midfield three is arguably on the. Oh, now they've got Tonali. I don't know. I think they take the biscuit as well. City's definitely is.
I'm so glad Arsenal, you get honest Spurs fans.
We still got 6. Like, it's a massive improvement on Højbjerg, Skippy, and Scott, whatever. It's a massive.
Skip, Skaroo. Don't disrespect Skip.
No. Well,
we're closing the gap, but we're not competing.
So
with
who's Chelsea's midfield three that's better than that?
Enzo Fernandez. Kovacic is just gone, hasn't he? I'll run me through them. They've got like 95 midfielders at the moment.
Well, they're probably getting Caicedo.
Fernandez, Caicedo, and then put any other player in there, and it's still better than anyone that's at Tottenham have got.
Thank you. An honest Spurs fan. It's rare we get them on this show. But
listen, I like Bissouma. Deji, I love you to pieces. I like Bissouma, but I don't know where he fits in the Postecoglou system. I don't think he's a 6, not for the specific 6 that Postecoglou needs to play, that plays the quarterback role and is the monster destroyer 6. I don't think Bissouma's that. Bentancur, I love Bents, but I don't know what version of him's coming back. And like Maddison's a great player. Yeah, Maddison's a great player. But I think that there's you could make the same argument when you look at all the other teams that are above us. You could say that they've got great players in those positions as well. But listen, I'm not complaining because it's a brilliant step up. We've stepped up from.
I think it's up there, boy.
Deji, stay off the yak, bro. Especially at this time of night. I know the heat.
I think I hear what Sean is saying, and I think partly, what we've got to remember is the individual, not the system that we were playing. It's very hard to come to separate from the kind of poor football that we've been seeing over the last couple of seasons under Mourinho. But when you know what Bissouma can do, the Declan Rice he can go box to box. I'm just saying he can.
Bissouma can play in the heat.
2 seasons ago, he ran the show at the Emirates. Remember that?
What happened last season, my guy? What happened last season when he came to the Emirates, bro?
Shut your mouth, bro.
He was on the bench where he should have been, bro. Man was letting Papi Sarr take over for him. Puss.
If Tottenham sell Højbjerg and we go and replace him with an Amrabat, I think he might be going to United, or a Locatelli from Juve, someone like that can sit in and play the 6. Even the guy Ruiz from PSG, who might be out, like Fabian Ruiz, I think is a really good player. You put him in the 6, then I think there's a you can have that conversation with a little bit more confidence. But Bissouma is a 6. Bentancur, you don't know what version of him is coming back from a serious injury. I don't think that Tottenham's midfield 3 is up there with
it's not, but the only thing that Tottenham have, what Tottenham have is a Son who's not going to be as bad as last season. Kulusevski.
Why isn't he? Why isn't he?
Much better.
Torch. Why will Son not be as bad as he was last season?
Bro, come on, man. He's a top class player, man. Nigel, man. Let's just be real, win it. The last 3
Nigel's a waste man, to be honest.
He's produced. One season he ain't produced. I'm not going to call him a bad player. He's a top class player. He's world class.
Bro, there's a difference between going as far as saying he's not a good player or he's a bad player than he's on the decline. He's on the decline train. He's not as fast as he was before. He's snatching at chances. Yeah, he's on the decline train, bro.
The system didn't suit him. This system is possibly.
Bro, the system suited him to get you got to top 4 the season before. Why doesn't it also all of a sudden suit him? When you lot were getting top 4 with Conte before, it suited you lot then. You now switched it up.
This system will suit him better.
Who's going to score more goals, Nketiah or Son?
Brother, Son, man. Come on, bro. And I hope Nketiah doesn't put on an Arsenal shirt again.
He's a good player. What are you talking about?
Bro, I hope he doesn't put on an Arsenal shirt again. I'm not going to lie, Nketiah, bro, personally. But he still scored more than your 60 million striker, Richarlison. You said he was going to score more than Jesus. You told me that. Big up, geeks of Muckleby. I've not seen you in the comment section before. Big up. He says Spurs fans on Dyer, United fans on Maguire, yet they still get into the England team over Tomori and Gay. Yeah, that's probably the most ridiculous
He's the most
thing.
Overrated. Sorry, Gay's the most overrated centre back. English name. He is His positionals.
No. I agree, but he's better than Maguire.
Yeah, that's fine.
He's overrated, yes, but he's better than Maguire.
That's fine, but he ain't a good player. He's not a great player. £60 million Palace want for him. Like, jog on, bro.
They're having a laugh at that. We ran well away from that.
Yeah.
I think he's decent, but yeah. I think that's a very
Bruv, you would when you got to look at freaking Sanchez and Dyer every week. You think anything's
for me,
decent.
Sean, I hear what you're saying about Richarlison, but I think under Postecoglou, he comes good.
Where does he play?
I
agree the system will suit him better.
System that affected everybody, bro, like COVID. So
but
for
me,
me,
where's he going to play? Where's it? If Harry Kane leaves,
he needs to play on the left, coming off the left, or play number nine.
Son.
We've got Solomon and Son now to do that. So I don't know where Richarlison plays.
He can play number 9, and you can drop. You can. I don't know.
Go on. Yes, I'm glad you didn't finish your sentence. He's like, he could go. He could go.
Let me say this. Before we got Maddison,
lost to my guy.
Sean, listen. I've been saying for months before we got Maddison, you could drop Kane in the number 10 since he likes to go deep. You can have Cully. You can have Son,
getting mad love today.
Carlson play number 9. Why not?
But you can't. What? So you're saying have Maddison, Kane, Sonny,
you can't have Maddison and Kane on the pitch at the same time.
Okay, right, yeah.
What? You can't have Maddison and Kane on the pitch at the same time? What kind of bullshit is that?
No.
If you start Richarlison, you mean, right?
Yeah.
If we started Richarlison, I think you could have dropped Kane into the number 10.
Bro,
yeah, you could have done that.
You're telling me you can't play a 4-2-3-1 with Kane up top, Maddison in the hole, Richarlison on the left or right?
But they're saying we brought Solomon and Son, so
Solomon and Son from the left.
It's what Nigel man was saying earlier. You really need rotation. Like you have to deep it, bro. Liverpool, in effect, have 6 attackers.
Richarlison can't play off the right. I don't think Richarlison can play on the left. I think he thinks he's a player.
He can play off the left.
I don't think he can, mate. I think
he's just not good, but he can. It's not Havertz on the left.
Yeah.
That's true.
You could put me on the left if you like. If technicality, you could, but I'm not gonna do, man.
I think you're harsh on Richarlison, my bro. I think you're really
I don't know where he plays. I don't know where he plays.
Sure.
And what I don't like is the Arsenal fans comparing Richarlison to Jesus.
No, but you started the comparison, bro. You caused the comparison, Deji.
Richarlison is a squad player. Don't compare them.
No, but okay. So
Richarlison is Jesus.
No, wait. Before you come in, so this is the thing, and I love that we have some followers that have been with us since last season and the prior season. So Deji forced this debate, Torch and Sean. He forced it. He's like, Brazil's number 1. What? He's gonna score more goals than Jesus. Like he thinks we've forgotten. He thinks there's no receipts on him on YouTube, bro. We got it all, bro. The comment section are calling you out, and that's why I'm not even asking you this question because you're probably gonna lie. Sean, I'm asking this to you. KN says we joke about vibes, but the right energy and vibe around your club between players, fans, owners is essential if you want to have a club to achieve anything. Tottenham have no vibes. Do you think that's an accurate statement? Or with this new energy of your new manager, it gives you a chance to refresh it and go again?
Out of all the comments that you could
vibes are much easier to have when you start to see momentum build, right? Like everyone can build vibes when you get momentum. Arsenal didn't have any vibes 12 months ago.
Sean, can you just answer the question, please, bro?
No, I'm saying Tottenham are currently going through a period of decline. So, the vibes are hard to find right now. But this guy's coming in and putting things together, and he's speaking in a way. He's a nice human being, apparently, Deji said. But he's getting people excited. But it all depends on what happens on the pitch. If we're at Christmas time, if we're like somewhere around 4th or 5th, still in the cups, whatever, and we're playing good football, the vibes will be there for sure. The vibes will be there. If we're not, if we're 14th, and everyone's going, get this guy out, and the other half are saying, no, we've got to trust the process.
Preach to me.
Then it's going to be the same as it always is with every club.
Tottenham will have a good season, man, but they'll fall off around January. But they'll start really well, man. I reckon they'll start well, man. They'll fall off, though.
I don't think they do enough business to get into the top 6 this season.
They'll get into the top 6. They'll get into the top 6. They'll finish 6th.
Nah, bro. Chelsea are finishing 6th, bro.
I think Chelsea are a mess, mate, still. You can have 11 players, 11 superstars, 25 superstars, but they're changing their squad around
They don't have many superstars right now. If you like, their biggest player right now is Sterling, bro.
Ins and outs.
That's
like,
Chelsea's biggest player.
How are you going to build chemistry when you meet someone for like 6 months and then you don't know if they're here next week or not? Like Todd Bowley's he's changing things too frequently, and then because of Saudi Arabia and his relationships or whatever, he's managing to find ways to get blood from a stone. But there's so much change going on. There's no continuity. Talking about vibes needs at least some continuity. You need something that's like a stability around the club. And Chelsea right now, you wouldn't know whether you're coming or going. I think Chelsea will struggle for another season.
Are you guys scared of Liverpool toward the season? Anyone? Is anyone scared of Liverpool this season?
No.
Always scared. Liverpool have always got the potential to surprise.
Do you know what, Torch? I mean this with the utmost respect. Okay,
I'm not scared of Liverpool.
I mean, like, scared of Liverpool in terms of what? In a game, a match against Liverpool, I'm always scared. 90 minutes against Liverpool, I'm always scared. But if you're telling me, are Liverpool scary enough to challenge for a title?
Nah.
As long as that Klopp fella's there, I don't see it, bro.
You don't see it with a front three of Diogo Jota, who bangs against everyone, like not just Arsenal, bangs against Tottenham as well. You remember both of
Jota, go on. Who else?
Salah on the right. Hear me out. Salah on the right, Diaz on the left, and the midfield three of Fabinho, Thiago, and either McAllister or Szoboszlai. I think that
Fabinho and Thiago.
Yeah, Fabinho and Thiago definitely had to
Bro, them man are 100 years old combined.
Deji, Fabinho's not even 28 yet. He's 27, bro. It sounds funny,
but he runs like a 32-year-old right now, my guy.
Torch.
He looks like a 32-year-old right now. I hear you.
You and I both know that Fabinho's 44.
Right. And one question: is he better than Højbjerg? Is he better than Højbjerg?
Smash the like button, my people, for this great show, man. Big up Sean Movement, man. Smash the like button, man.
I'm just saying.
Is he better than Højbjerg?
He's 44, bro.
Man, Deji, what's wrong with you today, bro? You're all over the gap, bro. You ain't got the answers, Deji. You do not have the answers.
Bro, I'm happy to see Højbjerg leave. What are you saying?
I hear that. No, I'm just.
Bro,
no. Hey,
Torch.
squad, yeah.
Don't hear that from him. Don't hear that from Deji, because Deji told us. Don't hear that, bro, because he told us he's the best DM in North London last season. That's what he told me about Højbjerg, bro. You told me Højbjerg was better than Xhaka, bro, and you're telling me you're happy to see him go.
You know, Tottenham. He's scored more goals than Xhaka. I can be honest. Like, I'm not like other fans. I'll be honest. Where Tottenham will thrive is Maddison will provide for Kane. He'll provide for Kulusevski and he'll provide for Son. Them three are lethal on their day. Kulusevski is one of the best passers of a winger that I've seen in the Premier League. The way he can deliver a ball is underrated. People don't talk about Kulusevski's delivery enough.
And when they're playing under such a great father figure, they're going to reach such great heights, bro.
But saying that, I just know Tottenham's midfield are never, ever going to dominate, bro. Never. They're never going to dominate. And to win the Premier League, you need to dominate. The last counter-attacker team we saw win was Leicester, bro. You have
we're bringing in another six, though. Once Højbjerg's out the way, we're going to be bringing in someone else. So,
bro, I'm not going to lie. At the moment, Liverpool have been serving us Fabinho, Thiago, and Curtis Jones. I'm just saying. That's what we were getting fed last season, and that weren't great. Now, for me,
that weren't great.
But they finished above you, bro. They finished above you, bro. What are you talking about?
You, man.
And they paid a punchy amount.
You, man, made a big mistake not going in for Jude Bellingham, bro.
I hear that, but I'm not gonna lie to you,
bro. They can't afford it.
I'm not like some Liverpool fans, and the proof's in the pudding on my Instagram. I've been screaming Curtis Jones is a baller for 2 years now. The only reason why people are only talking about him now is because at the start of the season he had a freak eye injury. He could run and play football, but he just couldn't see out of one eye, bro, for like the whole season. And then once he got that cleared, he started to show his quality, bro. I look at Jota as well, who was injured all season. You see these guys, they're big time players, you know. Give them a full season under their belt. Liverpool are a dangerous team. Last point on Liverpool,
brother. Do you know Liverpool's biggest problem, Torch?
Wait. Last point on Liverpool quickly. You know we nearly won the quadruple. And I know it's nearly, but you know we nearly won the quadruple. Yeah. People forget, bro.
That's gonna be a sick documentary still.
It was Jota, bro.
Can I just say that's why I rate Liverpool, because that season I was talking about how much I rate Liverpool in the sense that 3 finals and to lose the league took 1 point to Man City. People are sleeping on that. That's something that Arsenal, with that dusty squad that they got at the moment, will never, ever be able to do. And the thing that we're forgetting, bro, is that Arsenal were in the Europa League playing their second string last season. Marquinhos, Nketiah scoring against Zurich, and then I had Nigel shaking his bum. Now when these men go up against Bayern Munich, they go out against the big boys, and they got to play their full squad. Can they cope with Champions League, Premier League football, week in, week out? That's the question that hasn't been asked. I don't care.
You know, Nigel, you know why you can't?
Them men ain't built for that.
You know why you can't? Forget players. Your manager's too emotional to handle 2 matches of that magnitude in 1 week. He's too much of an emotional wreck for that. Mikel Arteta's not stable enough to handle Bayern Munich on Wednesday and then Man City on Saturday. He can't.
Okay, Torch. Okay, with that being said, and I hear it, but have you not seen growth in our manager every season so far?
Not every season, but last season.
Every season, bro.
Last season, definitely. I'll be honest. The season you won the FA Cup surprised me.
Especially the teams we had to beat, bro. City and Chelsea, bro.
And us, you beat
know
us.
What I'm saying?
You beat us.
Yeah, but I think it was Community Shield that we beat you after.
Was it? Are you sure? I thought you beat us in the FA Cup on the way to the final, bro.
Nah. Community Shield, and another trophy that Tottenham don't participate in.
Let's see what Arsenal do against AC Milan, innit?
Brother.
We saw what you man did against Sporting.
We drew. You lot lost.
That was a bad collapse. That was a Arsenal.
We drew. You lot lost.
It's the history of Arsenal.
We drew. We lost on penalties, bro. We lost on penalties, bro. You lost in 90 minutes, bro. We lost on penalties, bro. Anyone can lose on penalties. You lost in a 90-minute game, bro. A 90-minute game you lost in, bro. No, we didn't.
You move forward.
We didn't advance. No, we didn't. All right. But
was there a goal from the halfway line?
Of course, yeah, there was. Did we finish above you? Are we in Europe? Are you? Since we're doing stupid questions, we're in Europe. Are you?
Where you going, though?
What, to the Champions League? Where are you going? Where are you going on Wednesday nights to watch us? To watch us and dream Hey, bro, we can have some spare tickets for you, man, to come and watch the Champions League next season.
President Biden in Lithuania. What you guys to join President Biden in Lithuania or what?
Brother, we're in the Champions League. What are you doing on Wednesday night? Tell me. Extra training sessions. Going out round to Daddy Andrew's house. To be honest, Torch, what's it called? Andrew probably invite the whole squad to his house on Wednesday as the father figure he is, and have them watch Arsenal play Champions League football and just say, this is the place we need to get to, guys. This is what we need to aspire to be. Not to be the weak side in North London, but to be the top side. This is the example. If Spurs fans and the owners looked at Arsenal as the example of North London, maybe you would have excelled.
No, I can't lie. From what I've read about my man, he sounds like one of them proper guys that will sit down and do that. Man, I talk about his motivational and his vibes and that. But you know what, though? Maybe that might be the thing that Tottenham need. Then I just look at it and say, bro, Tottenham will score goals this season with Maddison. They will score goals. Tottenham will score goals with Maddison this season. He will create more than enough for the attackers that Tottenham have. But we just know when it comes down to a nitty-gritty against the better teams, they ain't going to have enough in that midfield to even get him on the ball to create. So it's going to be a long day.
Not yet, but we ain't finished yet. If with what we got currently, I agree.
Hold on, wait a minute. Y'all thought they were finished? Yeah? One of them ones, yeah? Shut up.
I look at Arsenal
and I say, real quick. Is that all right?
Yeah. What's it called?
And I say, Arsenal, you lot will not finish lower than third. But, bro, like, I just honestly, bro, you look at it like this, yeah? You might think Martinelli will, but I don't think Martinelli scores more goals than Luis Diaz this season. I really don't. I really don't. I don't think Jesus scores more goals than Jota. I would be shocked if Jesus scores more goals than Jota. And I know Saka won't score more goals than Salah. No. And I like our midfield is strong, bro. And I just Trent, people get onto him, but bro, this guy's a world-class footballer. Curtis Jones has got so much to prove that.
Hey, how did Torch make this about Liverpool? How did he do that? Torch, I rate it. I respect it. I'm not gonna lie.
I told you about your team, but I got to do my thing.
You did your thing. I respect it.
Can you reference at the end of the season where you had it first, bro? Arsenal.
Say that one more time, brother.
Can you reference where you heard it first at the end of the season? Because Arsenal don't finish in the top 4.
All right, guys, all the people on YouTube, make sure you click that comment, because last season Deji also said Villa and Palace will finish above us. No. And
Villa and
what happened there? Newcastle, sorry, and Newcastle ended up finishing above Spurs. So, but before we wrap up the show, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to get into some of the comments. And then we're gonna close it up, guys. The Hitman, big up the Hitman. Spurs have vibes, nothing to lose. You have to go, Dej. Big up, Dej, man. Let me just round up.
Big up.
Yeah, so we can slander you while you're off the show now. Oh, it's fantastic, bro.